Are we live? Are we? I don't know. Are you here? Am I here? Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me on this beautiful Sunday? 5x5. Good to see you, Allison. Hanging out there all by your onesie in the chat. Aw. Oh, there's Ryan. Aw. And I see that we got a couple lurkers out there too. Good Sunday to you all. Thank you for joining us. We're going to do some work. Decided to just pop on in and get some creativity brewing up in here. And so it looks like we got the Rocky Mountain Bear. Hey, if you guys want to join, drop me a DM. I'll send you an invitation. We've got room in the studio for y'all on this holiday weekend. We're going to be rocking. And so we've got Ma hanging out backstage. I'm going to bring her up right now. Right now. How you doing?
Hi, how are you doing? Hi, everybody.
Oh, it's been so long.
Oh, it's been forever. Missed you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So what are we working on today for you?
Oh, I'm trying to make a ring.
Sweet. Oh, look at that. That looks like
Yeah.
more than trying.
Yeah, I mean, it even fits. So that's what I'm doing.
Sweet.
And it's the first time I've ever done anything where I'm having to, polish the inside of it. And so I've got this right here for that.
Excellent.
So it's a first I've never tried, and I just wanted to try doing a ring. So yeah, there we go.
Wow, you're seeing it here today, everybody.
What are you working on today,
Front
Karen?
row seats and inceptions. Well, let's see. Am I there? I am here. Okay. Let me put I'm gonna put this here up here. And what we have in this very unassuming, oh, look at that. It's going the wrong direction. I did that thing. So I'm gonna have to go backstage and make this not be. Yeah,
Vertical?
I'll put it on the horizontally.
Okay.
But what I've got here is some amethyst. You can barely tell that that's purple in there. But this
is that garnets or
a total mystery bag. But what's so cool about this mystery bag is it is from that brown paper bag that was the mystery bag from Friday. And so we have mysteries inside of mysteries. And so what I got to do with this is I haven't opened it yet. We get to open it together, and I'm going to grade this amethyst because y'all know I just did this one. Right? Yeah, this one. Love here.
That one.
And guess who's got a new addiction to amethyst?
I would guess you.
Yeah. And so we also have some garnet from that same mystery bag. I've spilled the tea that I ran to go get. It's right there. And so that's what
you literally spilled tea.
I literally spilled tea in the seconds before starting this here live stream. And that is why I was a minute late. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
we also have this. I know. Come on. And so we also have this smoky quartz point that we're going to take a closer look at. And what I've got to do to this is cut the bejesus out of it.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, this is going to become some facet rough. And so we've got our trusty rusty gemfish brought to you by Mr. Turtle Montana that we're going to be using, as well as the light bar.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got some other little goodies on DOPS over here to look at as well. And so that's kind of what's going on with me. And then we also have Mr. Ryan here. Whoa. Go back. Okay. How you doing, Ryan?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Cool. Sometimes with my headset, I never know for sure.
Yeah, I hear you. But
But
we
I'm,
do. We do
Literally.
hear you. Yeah.
If
So,
somebody between here and the chat can remind me to turn my tumblers on when we're
Turn your
done
tumblers on. Oh.
oh, when we're done,
later.
yeah.
I'll try to
So,
remember.
yeah, you guys have your mission if you choose to accept it. And then what do we have going on in the Ryan studio today?
Early on, I was trying to do
Oh,
a
no,
little faceting, but this was my poor attempt so far at doing a dop transfer. The wrong one is coming loose, so I'll have
No.
to glue that
Karen
on a
knows a
little bit
pain.
more here. But
Oh, yeah.
At least
but
you caught it before it fell off.
yeah, and it's probably in there, and I still have the thing set up on the drill press if I
Nice.
need to completely redo it. But yeah, I probably should have used the deeper cup to get it in there a little bit more. But since I wasn't going to make you watch me try to figure out a faceting head on there, I'm just going to. I got a bunch of random slabettes and stuff
Woohoo.
that are sitting here that I'm going to work on
Sweet.
the cabbing machine.
We
Nice.
always here believe in the deepest cup possible. So cheers and Steinkerns and Skull and all the things to all y'all. Alemia as well, if Rick the Rock is out there. But yeah, I'm actually super excited to see your wheels spinning. You've been just killing it on the cab situation. So I'm glad to see that. But I'm also excited to see your facets.
Yeah, don't get it too excited, but thank you.
And it looks like Cheryl's here in the house. So is Rufotris Rooted Rockhound, and then also Resort Dog and Spot. Thank you guys for coming. It's great to see you. And we also have a wild Prairie Girl Rocks here, looking very festive.
Hi,
Look at
Alice.
how party girl you look today.
I finally get to take my hoodie off.
Yeah.
I took mine off just for this too. I had it on all day and
Oh.
I'm sweating now. So
I'm so
Goofy
happy.
me.
You were
Yay, nice
exuding
to
this
meet
happy.
Yay! Look at me, you guys don't even recognize me without two hoodies on, do you?
Right?
No. Who's that?
Right?
Well, your new skin looks great.
Thanks. And
And
speaking of my skin, and I'm just taking like all kinds of advice from you girls. First of all, a cup with a lid, Karen. Cheers.
cheers. I know
Smart,
I need a
smart.
sippy cup today.
Right?
Next of all,
We need sippy
I'm
cups.
I'm working on
Ooh.
some ammonites, and I'm trying to learn from Mutt and not glue my fingers together.
Oh, well, you definitely didn't learn that from me if you haven't glued it to the rock.
Right. Or have the acetone bison at the ready.
Yeah, so I had a few that didn't need any kind of stabilization that I'm gonna work on today.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, just
Wow,
stuff
that
I
is really
find out.
cool.
Is that one you found?
Oh, I found them all. Yep. So
That's awesome.
I was joking a couple weeks ago that like, oh, I have 4 really nice ammonite fossils, but I could have 8. So I did go ahead.
That's lapidary math if I ever heard it. Yeah.
So I did go ahead and cut
Love
these.
it.
So I have 3, like I say, that I thought would be fine without any stabilization. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on polishing these other 3 while the glue gets good and dry on the other ones, so I don't accidentally glue my fingers together.
Oh, yeah. I'm so good at
And so okay, there's some different things flying around right now. For one thing, if you didn't have a chance to go and see Prairie Girl Rox's video that she just dropped, it was super cool, very inspirational, being is that she was landing some killer rocks on her little new rock prodigy.
My apprentice, yeah.
Yes,
So
the
cool.
sorceress and the apprentice. I love it.
Yeah.
And then so definitely go check that out. And then Resort Dog here is saying, am I only vote 5? So I reckon that he's wondering what's going on over on the Discord. Did we start voting already?
No. I think he's talking
No,
about the
that's
likes for the
likes.
video.
Oh, okay.
Everybody
I was
liked
like,
the video.
did I just like hit a serious mind or time warp, which could totally happen. So yeah,
It could
Well,
absolutely happen.
you just didn't read to the end.
I apparently didn't.
I'm so good at not reading the whole sentence.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
not have known what he talked about until he said likes at
Yes,
the very end.
the yes. And you know, I'm just assuming like, don't you like things? And no, the literal likes here. And so, as per Resort Dog's PSA for all of us today, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you like rocks at all, if you just like breathing, go ahead and hit that subscribe. And then And then there's also, if you share this, then other people can come and wonder what the heck we're talking about here in real time and join in on all of these wonderful tangents. And so what have you got going on there, Allison, that we're going to see you do?
Yeah, I'm going to polish my ammonite halves.
Got it.
And then Rufo was just asking if I had a cover for my water. And I looked in there and thought, gosh, do I need a cover? But you know, honestly, Rufo, if you could drink, but you can, it won't make you ill, but it tastes like it smells, and you don't drink town water. But if I could drink out of that, I would drink out of that. It's darn clean up there. Like I don't think I've ever really had an issue with my cup getting dirty. It'll get dusty if I don't use it, but I keep it really clean. I rinse it between uses and all of that stuff. So. Like I would drink out of that if it wasn't sunburst water, yeah. The other one, on the other hand, it's pretty filthy, and I allow it to get pretty gross between washings. But
yeah, I think that those that particular water basin doesn't come with a lid, does it? Like I don't think that high tech.
Rufo does have some like takeout containers that he gets, and the lid fits perfect on this unit.
Right.
I've seen him do it, but like I say, I look in there right now, and if it wasn't town water, I'd take a sip.
Yeah. I mean, we go through water so quickly in that style of little water container that, you know, you'd be hard pressed to accumulate very many things in it that would possibly contaminate a wheel or something.
I understand the theory behind it, yeah, to keep the backsplash out of the water so you're not cross-contaminating your wheels, but also oftentimes I take what's left in there and use it to rinse the wheel really good in between discs. I like to really rinse my disc with a lot of water before I put it away. So
right.
I understand the theory, but yeah, if anything, I'd like to plumb a little extra piece of tubing so that I could bypass the little exit cup and go straight to a bucket.
You know, that is so easy.
I just haven't done it yet. And instead, I like to fill it till it's absolutely full to the brim. If you can't move it without spilling it. Or until it's actually coming over just a little, and I'm like, what's that noise? Oh, it's spilling on the floor again.
Yeah. So. Minor seepage. The next step is when you fill up the new catch bucket all the way to the top. You know,
then you're really in trouble.
That's what I've become a professional at. And
I heard, yeah.
Yeah. Soul is saying that I just threatened to take away our O2. You know, what's kind of funny about that is that, like, I didn't mean it that way. Like, yeah, if you like breathing.
Yes, you did.
He's not wrong, though. You did say that.
I totally did.
So, there they are in the rough.
Karen.
I know, right?
That's one. That's another one. Fresh
Take
off
care.
the shot. And then
Beautiful.
this one's kind of weird. This one's like smushed a little bit, but it still has some features inside.
Features
Features.
good.
Yeah. So
Welcome in,
we'll do
Tara's.
those 3.
Excellent.
What grid
All
is
right,
this?
can't
Anyone
wait to
know?
see. The brown
Karen, do you know
one
what grid
is
this is?
yeah, that's the second to the last one. No, it's the second to the first one. So it goes 280,
It goes
600.
black, brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's 600, I want to say.
And then what's this guy?
The gray, I think it's, gosh, I used to have this. Wait for it. Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay. Okay.
I know this is 3.
I gotta do this. This is how come, like, there we go. So the brown is 600 and the black is 280 and the gray one is your 14K. Wait, no. 1200 and then the rose is the 3K.
So what's brown again? 6?
The brown is the 600. See that?
Okay, cool.
That's
cool.
because I always forget.
I have my little chart. I just don't. It's not right around me to grab. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I went through several of the packages of the Novas before making sure to save this page and post it on my cork board. Because I'm always doing that too. Like, what was I supposed to do again?
I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I never
when
use them.
I forgot what the numbers were when I started using my flat lap again after 4 months.
Yeah.
And I don't still remember the numbers, but I've finally memorized the colors, the order of the colors.
Yep.
My God, how long did that take?
Yeah, and if you let it go for like 6 months or something like that, you have to relearn it all over again. Because I mean, there's other things that you.
I keep them in a rack in an order, so that was the only way I could do it. So.
Nice.
There you go. Little foolproof.
All right. I think I said hi to Tara's Treasures earlier. She was swooping in and is getting a glass grinder. That sounds exciting. That's essentially what the other purpose for the high-techs is, actually, preparing glass. And she said, Ma convinced me to reach out to the seller. The price is ridiculous in the glass grinder. Excellent. Yeah, go for it.
It was $20. I was like, come on. Yeah, I get it. Like, she can use it to cut grooves. She can use it if she ever gets into glass stuff in the future. Cool. For $20, you can't go wrong.
This is such a great question. And I wish that I could answer, yes, the colors are universal. Could you please?
They sure aren't.
Make universal colors, but no, absolutely not. And what's pretty crazy, I love those. What's pretty crazy about the different colors is they will use the same colors, but on different grits, just
on different grits, yeah.
Company you are going with, and it is absolutely mind melting. Great.
My complaint about high-tech is their purple and their blue disc look a lot alike.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after you've used them for a little bit.
Yeah. And they're on the opposite ends. Like, if you use the purple one, it's before the brown one. If you use the blue one, it's almost last.
Yeah.
So the Dirty Birds, like, I've confused my purple and blue for a minute and then was like, okay, I got it figured out now. Like, but again, it took, how long did that take?
Yeah, all of the different wheels and laps, they have their all different colors, and then you got the ones for the angle grinders. I mean, it's a mess. If you were colorblind, you'd really, really be absolutely challenged. And Jim Fry, good to see you.
You have to write it on there.
Yeah, and Jim Fry is using a black Sharpie to record grit colors right on my machine's top. And for sure, like, I would have a very deep list if I was going to do that. But that's why, on a cork board or on a dry erase board or something like that, go ahead and give your brain a break. And, you know, if you need a chart or something like that, by all means, don't make it any harder than you have to. Scott Argyle's in the house. Good to see you. Hi, Ryan, Karen, Ma,
Hi, Scott.
Allison, everybody into the chat.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming. And we've got Mr. Turtle Montana. Good to see you. Hey, man, I sent you an invite. It's over there in your DM at the Discord if you want to come and join us. And AL Gold Prospecting is asking how everybody is. How is everybody?
Good.
And there was great rejoicing.
Well,
And
then I immediately dropped my ring.
Oh no, is it all in one piece?
It's fine.
Okay, good. Rocky Mountain Bear is
Yeah.
asking, did you get those from Suva Lapidary? My Nova points came with a color-coded sticker that you can stick to your machine or your little container with your burrs. I did get mine from Suva. I didn't get any stickers.
Yeah,
I
that's
did with my
chart.
Nova points.
That's the
yeah.
chart. That's the chart I was referring to. I've got it stuck in the little box they come in, but I don't know where it went. So I just wanted to double check. It'd be real bad if I was mixing them up. So
Wow, it's
figure
been a
that out.
minute since I ordered them. Maybe that's something that they're doing for now and wasn't before or something. Or I threw that away with all
Yeah,
the packaging
probably.
too. Yeah,
Could be.
probably did.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's different if you get it by the set of 3 or set of 3 or 4 versus all individuals.
Ah,
So,
Good
yeah.
point.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
the last
'cause I
time
got-
I bought
got
a
a
set
couple
was
of
a
them.
while ago. Yeah.
You're just
I
replacing
buy-
individual ones.
yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, because you go through the first two, the black and the brown. You go through
Yeah.
them like 2 to 1, if not even faster than the gray and the pink. So I'm
Right.
always replacing the other ones. And oh, well, yes, you are. Rocky Mountain Bear is special. That's the explanation
Yes.
for it. For
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
And see, he totally squelched my excuse too. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at that. No, I did not get that. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
I need that.
There she be.
Wow.
I was just
I wonder where my
I was
box like that
also
is.
kind of interested. Looking here at the that Diamond Pacific can't even use the same color codes between their Nova points and their Nova wheels.
That would just make too much sense.
Oh man. Yeah, come on.
Gotta be kidding me.
Which ones are different?
What's that?
Which
Well,
ones
like
are
the,
different?
1200 is yellow on the actual.
Oh.
Actually, because I think that's. I'd have to look back because I forget that these are the ones over here are actually res wheels. So maybe it's Cab King can't even get
Yeah.
the colors consistent between the two. So I apologize, Diamond Pacific, if I somehow badmouth
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
without.
The only one I know is the pink one, and that's
Yeah.
3. That's all I know.
I think that on my Nova 6, that is the cabber I have, that the pink and the gray and the brown and the black are the same. So
Yep.
Okay.
now that I think of it, they did
I
it right.
apologize.
It's okay.
It was way funnier.
It's
Way
Cab King.
funnier the other way.
It
It's
was.
Cab King.
All right, Mr. Chubby Hubby, welcome in. It's good to see you. If you guys have any questions, definitely ask them, although the answers might not be true, just so you know. We'll answer.
It's like a politician. I didn't get it wrong. I just was provided new information.
Right,
There you
right.
go.
Yeah. It's easy to just redact anyway.
Karen, did you see that Turtle would take a link from you?
Oh, send the link. Okay, will do. Thank you. We would love to have you join as well. And really quick, we've got this from Spot, dare I say, that looks like the sticker pack that came with the toilet bowl cleaner to remind one when to change it. Indeed, you not only know what grit of the Nova Point to use, but you also will know when to change the cake in the toilet. It's handy. All
It's
right.
very
Oh,
handy.
he wasn't talking about the toilet paper rolls.
No.
Sorry.
I think that was kind of more of a urinal cake thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
When
take
it
your word
changes
for it.
to this color, yeah,
Sorry. We've
swipe it out with something else. All right. Let us watch what Ryan is doing while I go fetch a link for the turtle.
I'm making a ring.
As he mutes himself. Who wants to be
Right?
interesting for a little bit? Ma? Well, while I'm getting the link, will you be interesting for a moment?
I'll try. I'll show people what I'm making.
Sweet. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute for a bit here till I get off the hard wheels.
Yes, it is good.
I was gonna show him what I was making, Karen, but you left it on Ryan.
No, it's on you.
It is?
It is.
Okay.
Look at
That's
it.
so weird. It's not
No, it's
showing
on
it
me.
on my screen.
Oh, on my screen it says it's you.
How weird.
On my screen it says it's me.
Well, here's the
Either
proof.
that or
If you can
Mug
see
out
it.
a cat machine that there it is. Oh, now it's back on me.
Oh, wow. Okay, so StreamYard is showing me Ma right now. And if I do that, is it Ma?
Yes.
Because it's showing me that it's you. So thanks, StreamYard.
It's showing Ryan to me again now, just to make it extra confusing.
Okay, I'm good and confused. Now how about
Oh,
this?
now it's
Oh,
back
there.
on me.
Yep.
It's back
Now
on
it's
me
me.
now.
Now it's me. Nope, it's me.
Showing me.
Oh,
Well, on
okay.
YouTube, I'm looking over at YouTube and it's showing me. But there it is. There you go. In
It's
all its glory.
beautiful.
Thank
Indeed.
you. So I'm just, yeah, working on that. Wanted to try. Hey, Ryan, you need to mute, buddy?
All
I'm
right.
still seeing me, so it could be my fault. My bad.
No, it's
going
just being
to-
extra weird.
Yeah. I'm going to
I see
switch off
Ma
my
on the
Wi-Fi.
YouTube, and it's beautiful.
Thank you. And see, now I see Ryan again. So how about Allison be interesting? And I'll just keep making this ring.
She's muted.
I'm on a tough wheel, but as long as you guys don't mind, or
I don't
you
mind.
can watch me while Ma talks, or it's too bad we can't see more of her ring. It's darn pretty.
So Tara was saying that her screen is following mine. So does anybody else have like different results on their screens? That would be awesome. Like if we had a complete
Right?
like
Choose your own
breakdown of
adventure.
yes, exactly. Just go ahead. Yeah, watch who you want. I wish we could do that actually.
That'd be neat.
Wow. Oh, that
That's
is
really cool.
outstanding. I can't
I
believe
know.
you
I've
found
been,
that.
showing you guys the dry images of these, but yeah, when they're wet, they're so pretty.
Oh,
That's so
yeah.
cool. I want to find some.
Oh, that looks so cool already. I love it. Wow.
Doing things. We're doing things.
We are certainly most definitely doing things. And I'm I'm wondering and so Soul also sees what I see. Do
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
see what I see?
it makes
Yeah.
sense that everybody's seeing what you see, but it was just showing me, Ryan, when you were saying it was on me and it was switching back and forth. And I finally just started looking up at the TV to see what was actually going on.
Yeah. And I am wondering what Men of Bad Timing would be. You guys are always right on time and doing all the good things. And so let's go over here really quick. Let's open this bad boy right here. And this is those amethysts that I got in the mystery bag, and pour them out. So it looks like this was billed to me as facet rough, and I know it's pixelating right now, but it should probably settle down so that we can see. And we're going to put this on the light bar and actually do some gem grading here so that I can get these dopped up and started into some facet. And so I'll pour the whole thing out, and we can even spritz these a little bit. Do I dare? I've already made such a wet mess in here. Oh, there goes one. And so that's just candy.
Karen,
Yeah.
did you say where these were from? Did you say where these were from and I missed it?
No, they are. I did not say where they were from, and you missed nothing. These are mystery right now. And when I talked to the person that gave me the box or the bag, it was actually in a mailer bag. I can find out. You know, I would bank on them being from where most of the amethyst stuff comes from. What is that, Brazil?
I meant the person, but that's okay. You're not saying who the person is.
Anonymous.
That was going on.
It's anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Da, 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 da. Anonymous. Da, 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 da. Yeah. But
those are beautiful.
Yeah, they like, this is a chock full of lots of, look at all this facet rough. I'm totally tripping. Like, would you
awesome.
like some of this? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, wait, I better find out that I can work with amethyst first, because I had heard that it, you know, quartz can be yucky for faceting. And yet so many people learn on it, including Theo, that he would not accept that I was going to have any issues with quartz. He just wouldn't accept it.
Right. I mean, I don't facet it, but I sure love cabbing it. So, and a lot of people hate it. So I don't know. I love it.
I've never had any issues cabbing quartz, but I had one heck of a time when I faceted this. This took me like at least like I would say it took me 3 days to figure out how that thing wanted to be treated.
Right.
It was not fun. I was so frustrated.
Go
ahead.
What was the difference between, I'm sorry, what was the difference between you faceting it and when you normally cab it? Like, what was the difference or issue or what?
Water.
Whatever. Can you explain what? Okay, but you use water when you're cabbing and you just weren't doing that when you were faceting?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
And so, yeah, so the way that you do some of the faceting techniques are on a lap that you just use the grit of diamond paste dry, but you lubricate it with oil.
Right?
Yeah. And so, and a lot of the slurry is already pre-oiled. Like if you get a diamond slurry, they come in these little vials, and you just pour like a little dab will do ya, and off to the faceting races. And a lot of gems absolutely love to be treated that way. They would rather not have the introduction of what the water does. And so you have like it'll just, make faceting a sunstone that much harder if you're doing the higher grits on that until you get to the cerium oxide. But then and so I wasn't noticing at first, like, okay, all the times that I've ever cabbed quartz in the past, I was doing it on lapidary machines that used water. And so
Yeah.
I was like, how come I'm getting such this, like, they call it orange peel. And I was getting
Right.
this outrageous orange peel, and I was like, and I would change grits and laps. I did every different possible, outfit change, trying to put these shoes
Right.
with that shirt, with that, skirt. Like, I mean, I was trying everything. And then I was like, think. What is the difference between what's other than the fact that he's got metal laps that he's using?
Right.
What's the difference between his approach and my approach? And sure enough, that was it. And what's interesting is, conversely, he's never had a whole lot of luck with obsidian on the polishing faceting side, I think, is what he said.
Gotcha.
And I use the same approach that I did with the sunstones with the obsidian, and they're great. So maybe they don't like water for
Yeah.
like the 3K and the 14K. And so, it's just all of this weird troubleshooting, and the more options that you have, the more likely you're going to be able to figure out what works.
What will work? Right.
Yeah.
So can I
Crazy.
quickly just ask a little follow-up question there? Because
Yeah.
you say you're using water, so does that mean that you just added water to the oily diamond situation you had on your lap? Like, what did you do?
Yeah. I'm making a stew. What's interesting about that question is that, really quick, I was on one of the lower grits, which was the 3K, and I was using my tin lap, or it's an alloy lap called the bat lap, and
Right.
I use a stick, a diamond. It's like chapstick.
Yeah, it's like the chapstick, yeah, with the diamonds in it. Yeah.
Right. And so really quick, I looked that up, and I was like, can you use that with water as well? Because usually you use
Right.
snake
Like,
oil.
is it water soluble?
Right. And sure
Yeah.
enough, it says use with oil or water. I was like,
Yes.
I'm gonna try that. And sure enough, it was the solution. Like 3 swipes later, and I swear I had been on that facet for like an hour,
I
trying
believe
to
you.
figure out how to get like that bit of orange peel off of there. I'm like, oh, there's
Right?
gotta be am I at the wrong angle? Because sometimes if your machine jiggles a little bit, maybe you got a little off the angle. So I'm like changing everything, and I'm chasing it. And then
Yeah.
3 glorious swipes later, it's like, oh, and
Yeah.
finish. I'm like, no way. It was that, just this little thing. And so
Right.
often, yeah.
Did you get
That's
did
awesome.
you get a turtle response?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. I sent him an invite. And
Yeah.
so I don't see him yet. I've been trying to keep an eye out.
The chat were asking if he were waiting in the green room.
Yes. I don't see any comments. I don't see any green turtles. Turtle, where art thou?
Maybe he's getting set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm betting too. I see that now that that Soul is keeping me honest over there, while I'm deep in the storytelling. She loves the story.
I like that though. It was really interesting, and I learned from it. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. I think that it's inspiring to hear stories about solutions, because it does empower you to go, you know what? I'm probably just this one thing away from getting this done right. And, encourages you to either go ask some questions of our community, or, maybe try a few things if you've got a few different variations that you can try in your own studio. But what I think is so interesting is that, boy, you go and you ask a question like on the Discord, and you're going to have such like a wealth of, at the very least, sympathy and empathy for your problem, and very likely also solutions, because we've probably all been there and done that for a lot of the things, for each other, that
That was definitely happened for me.
Yeah.
I've gotten so much help from you
recently.
people.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
like you got your holes, your I was gonna say your holes filled, but your circle's done.
Yes. Yeah. Because circles are a pain in the butt, and like I was suspecting that if I could just start with something round, I could keep it round, and I just couldn't get it round because I was doing teeny tiny 4 millimeter little itty bitty baby calves, and I couldn't see it enough. And it's like I'd hold it up and I'd see one side was too high and I'd put it on the disc, but I wasn't sure if I was hitting the right spot or not because it's literally 4 millimeters. And yeah, I just tried. Well, and it's like I figured out to try my hole saws that I just have around. But Jawhick actually was like, try doing it where you're just spinning it, basically. Like do what Justin does on Black Opal Direct, and it worked beautifully. And I just
Nice.
dropped my ring, of
Oh
course.
no.
Distracted ma.
All
That's
right.
okay.
Oh, Mr. Turtle is sneaking on in here. We'll see if Turtle's ready. Are you ready, Turtle?
I am here.
Yay! It's good to see you. It seems
Yay.
like it's been ages.
I have to
It's been
mute
some
for a
time.
second, but hi, Turtle.
Hello, Ma.
Works
And what
better
are
if
you
your
working on
mic is on.
today?
Hey, Turtle.
Hey, guys.
What are you working on today?
You know me, just some hearts. I got a couple that I'm finishing up to put on the market here pretty soon. So you can see
Sweet.
me how I do my final polish stages using Dremel.
Nice.
And I also need to finish my contest submission. It needs a little bit more polish. This is the
Ooh.
uh,
Wow.
agatized silicified honeycomb coral with a big old bot hole, which is temporarily filled with UV resin. Thanks
Nice.
to Ma's idea. And once I get the final polish on her, we'll be soaking it off with acetone and
Make
then
sure
exposing that as a
you
live edge.
I think that one it would have been okay because everything is closed off from the sides. But definitely, if you're soaking that in acetone to remove it every hour, pick out resin because I learned the hard way.
Yep.
If you don't do that, it will explode your cab. Not even kidding.
Oh.
I do not want that to
It
happen.
it expands if you don't, because like this is the thing, I had never done it that way. I'd always picked it out as I went. Like I'd wait an hour, I'd pick out very carefully. That's how I did my first cab like that. I left one just to soak overnight, and the pressure of it it just expands and it cracks the thing in half. So just
Oh,
please,
no.
please. And like I would only do that kind of thing if what you're doing is right on the edge. Like that rock you've got there, it would have been fine. It's protected. It's got like a rock all the way around it. It would have been okay.
Yeah, I just was nervous and
I
kind of
get it.
wanted to use your cool technique.
Yeah, no, go. I mean, look, like I said, as long as you get it out as it's going, you'll be fine. You just have to release the
Yeah, I'll
pressure,
pick at it.
basically.
I'm good at
And
picking. I'll pick it out.
Tara's Treasures wanted to know. She said, "Cool, love the bots. Is there Druzy too?"
Yes, they are druzy bots.
Oh, sweetness. There
Yep,
you
that's
go.
what's one of the cool things about it. It was a pretty decent sized piece too. I got 4 or 5 slabs out of it. It was a cornfield find. Found around the cornfield underneath a pile of dung.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I found some good ones out there. A lot of agatized coral fossils, which are always fun because in each individual cell you can see agatization, like
That's the best.
banding. Yeah, what do they call it? Not perimeter, but um, yeah, banding, whatever they
Yeah,
call it.
there you
Not
go.
not perimeter
Fortification.
banding, but yeah, fortification banding. That's the word.
Nice. And
And
Rocky Mountain Bear is saying that a lot of people have found coral, or in this case, corral this month. But I bet you also coral. Coral. Yeah.
Coral.
So I
Yeah,
guess it's been a good season for erosion.
Yeah,
Guess so,
and then I
yeah.
went out right after they plowed the fields up too, so that helps
That'll help.
expose the rock. So here's
Nice.
one I
Ooh,
just
that's
finished.
pretty.
This one is pretty
Pretty.
sweet. I
Oh
found
my
another chunk of
gosh.
this stuff.
Is that the blanket? What
Serape
Serape.
stuff?
well, serapes
That's
are
what it
made out of
means.
blanket, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the blanket that you wear. Like
yeah.
my brain was almost there. That's just beautiful,
Thank
turtle.
you.
Awesome. Yeah, gorgeous.
It is going to a friend.
All right.
And this one I just finished as well. This one is called Mount Thunder Egg, the center of the
Beautiful.
Thunder Egg, which is really neat. This one is for sale. And it's got here around this fortification here, it's got what looks like to be the consistency of a fire agate. So that is strange to see that type of chalcedony because it is usually unique to, fire agates. So that's kind of cool, little jimmy stuff.
And ophidians.
And it's got a little bug in there, but it's protected.
Cheryl has a turtle for you. Be careful when you're out in those fields, turtle. The corn has ears, the peas have eyes, and the beans stalk. Hey-o.
Yeah.
Nice. She
I love me a
turtled
good
you.
joke.
That was awesome.
Yep.
Good job.
My favorite Cheryl quote is, "Yeah, he tells a lot of jokes. Some of them are actually funny."
Yeah. Nice. Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, I'll take some. That's good. Some is good.
And are we singing or fossiling? And fossicking as well.
Are you trying to torture me with your new quartz stuff?
This is what I found. This one too. I haven't shown anybody yet before. But I'm
Where'd you find
trying to
that?
polish that front. But it's got tons of like stuff in it that makes it look like a landscape theme. In that basket of stuff I bought, apparently
Okay. I
half
thought you
of
like
it I
found
didn't
that out
even
in your
see
I
yet.
thought you found that out in your cornfield and I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah,
Is your
yeah, my
cornfield in
cornfield out
Brazil? What's happening?
in Madagascar. Yeah, I own lots of corn, ma. Lots of corn.
Yeah, apparently.
My uncle Ben, he owns rice fields.
Wow.
And the new thing I'm working on is trying to leave a natural back to my heart. So here's another called Mount Thunder Egg that's I'm making into a large heart, but on the back it's still live, like a live edge. Like this is the gnarly stuff that it looks like on the back of those thunder eggs.
Right.
So you get
Yes, yes.
to see the
People may love
shape
that.
transition.
People
Yeah,
are gonna like
I
that.
like
There's
it too.
people that really like some of the natural left on it.
And what
Little
got me started
feel.
doing that concept is that I kept posting my photos to the Facebook sites, and everyone kept saying, "Well, did you take any before pictures?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't take any before pictures. I'm not that smart." And and then so I figured, well, hell, I'll just leave half of it before, and so the before picture will always be there in the after picture.
That's funny.
Here's another one that I'm working on, same concept, but it just starts crude. And I'll blend those edges in and leave that back natural. I might coat it with like some shellac or something clear just to give it protection, or make it a little bit shiny. But this one's cool. It's got a big old ball hole right there on the arch. Pretty neat. But I also do things like this. This one. This is from AZRE. This is one of their Blues Clues agates. But see how it's all rough and stuff there. But then I polish the quartz part. There's a big ball hole right in the center there.
Right.
And then it runs all the way around the agate. You follow this banding, and then it's all polished. So you not only get the contrast between the dark and the light color, but you also get that contrast between rough and finished, rough and finely
Right.
finished. And I'm actually,
Very
I'm going
nice.
to take some of this. I'm going to take some of this precious opal. I'm going to crush the pieces and then mix it with epoxy. And I'm going to fill this plug hole with ash from the opal.
That's a
Which
new
is
Wow.
idea.
cool. And so that's something I'm going to start doing. I'm working on a concept piece right now with my hearts where I'm going to carve into them some patterns that I got from a book at Goodwill, and then within the carved areas,
Fill it.
I'm going to do the inlays, yeah, with crushed opal,
Oh, cool.
and
Nice.
That'll be
so
cool to
then
see.
you'll have it'll look really really cool. And these books I got, so I'm not an artist. I'm not, don't tell Jared, but I'm not an artist. As far as like drawing, I think is concerned, I couldn't draw a circle if my life depended on it. But this book has simple drawing elements and patterns that you start out with like something simple, and then repeat it, and then it makes cool freaks. Like this one is called Making Waves, where you
Sorry,
just
I was
start.
laughing at Cheryl's comment.
I've not seen the comments, but I can imagine it's great.
She
So she
said,
said, "What a
"What a."
clever way." Oh, go ahead.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
I see it.
No, you.
That's funny. You're funny, Cheryl. She tells a lot of
She is
jokes,
funny.
and most of them are funny.
Yeah, that's true.
So this one starts with just this little shape here. I could do that, and then you just add on to it, and then you put them together, and then it makes more
Okay.
complex shapes, right? So I could do like a heart down the heart. That'd be kind of cool. And then you put a lot of them together, and you get these big mosaic type stuff. It's for quilters, but it works for me.
Hey,
And
draw
like
inspiration from wherever it hits.
I figured like in this area here, I could carve it hollow or carve it deeper, and then
Uh-huh.
leave these as raised edges, and then fill the inlays there with the opal. And then like
There
on
you
this one, I
go.
could switch, and then the little ones on the inside can be deep, and then I fill those little ones. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
make these ones on the outside the ones that I fill. But I think that might be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you do with that.
It's get kind of not bored, but I have ADHD, so I need to like keep my interest peaked. I'll start something like,
Yeah.
I'm bored with this. I need to move on to something else. So I need to do something
I
that I
hear
don't get
you.
bored with. So I don't get bored with, that I
Right.
can
I'm
stick
the
with it.
I'm the same way. That's why I'm always trying new stuff. Like I'll get stuck on and like I'll try a new technique, fall in love with it, do it for a little while, and then I'm like, okay, now what? So I get it.
I've been messing around with this fire agate. You guys know I have a bunch of that stuff, and so I've been poking through it, finding some cool pieces, and just looking if I take the fire out of the agate and just look at the fire agate for what it is, right? An agate.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
it is very very beautiful, and
I
I think
agree.
if you look at it, it tells you a lot about the fluid dynamics that existed
Oh yeah.
within the agate when it was formed, because you can see the flow lines, right? And you can see how the material was deposited, and how it goes around some areas and flows
It's
through
so
others to see
crazy.
where it's deposited.
It's so similar to Ocho Geodes. It's like that feathery pattern. It's like exactly the same in the fire agates and those. I love that.
Yeah, it is. I am really digging on it lately for some reason.
It's because it's like the underappreciated part of the beautiful stone, you know? It's like you're feeling a little underdog appreciation for it. Because yeah, they're just beautiful agates, regardless of whether there's fire there or not.
Or I'm just butthurt because none of my pieces have fire, so I got to figure out something to do with them, right?
Or there's that. Or maybe a little combo. A little combo.
Probably more that than the other.
Okay.
But
I think
they're
Karen's
cool. So
actually working her little patootie off over there. I see
I do
Karen's
the
got your
half
visor
polish
on.
on
It's
those too.
serious business, Karen, over there.
What? Huh?
I was just
What?
Oh,
wondering.
there was another one I'm working on here.
It's just so
Oh
rare
my
that you
gosh, she
actually
looks
get
so
to get
funny.
into whatever you're doing.
I never do what I'm supposed to be doing ever.
I know. That's
So
why I was like, "What's Karen doing over there?"
working. All
Like,
right, back
very
to
sorry to
turtles.
disturb you.
Yeah. I was clearly listening and everything.
Pay no attention to the Karen behind the curtain.
Yeah, right.
So this is another one that I'm working on. It's the the rough outside piece here, and then I
Yeah, that's
just skinned it.
beautiful.
And you see all the wispy lines and things. It looks like bacon. I'm sure there's fire somewhere in this thing,
Maybe,
but
but there
short of
don't need
that,
to be for it to be pretty.
oh, I know
Yeah,
it's
that is
awesome.
gorgeous. And you're right. There's probably like in that dark zone. That's yeah, like next to the white, that dark zone. There's going to be some color in there.
Right?
Oh, but wait, is that all polished? You're not going in there, are you? You're done.
I'm done. Well, yeah, but when I finish polishing it, yep, I'm done.
Oh,
It's a display piece. It's also going to the friend that's getting a heart.
that's
Nice.
gorgeous.
What I like about this
Yeah.
is there's little buttons with different colors up here. There's one of them that's a bright blue. I'd never seen
Oh,
bright
there it
blue,
is.
and
I see the blue boy.
and also all these are
Cool.
different colors. I was thinking about contour polishing it, but it's so hard to
That'd be
polish
cool.
and leave it round like that.
Just highlight like a couple of those different colored little buttons, buttons.
So what you really need is we need some type of an attachment that you can polish multiple surfaces using the same attachment without losing and abrading too much of that surface. And so I've been doing some research online, and I forgot what industry the guy's in, but he polishes. Oh, I think it's silver. With using mole hairs. So he took mole hairs and created his own little bit for his his rotary tool. And then the mole
Interesting.
hairs are all different sizes, right? Different lengths. So it's
Right.
kind of like,
It goes around whatever shape it
yeah,
is. And
yeah.
yeah.
So you can
Smart.
polish these different surfaces and not have to worry about flattening it and ruining like see this one here. I love the petrolealness of that. And there's a little bit of color showing right there, but I want to polish it because I'm polishing the back. But if I were to do that with a Dremel, it'd be ridiculous. Like here's another piece that I'd like to maintain those
Dang.
spots.
Look at that.
This thing is
Yeah,
wicked.
that's some cool texture right there.
Yeah, I mean, I love just the gooey, globby, morphed together nature of this, and the patterns that it has are really cool.
Yeah.
I got lucky with this huge fist-sized fire agate. Yeah, so those are some of the things I'm working on. I got a cab with some really
Nice.
cool petrified wood that's really sweet looking. It's got lots of curvies to it.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
That's coming up. I think I gave Karen a slab of this. I had a little bit left.
Oh man, there was such treasures in my box. I'm still like having oh yeah moments. There's so much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that part.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna start putting
hello.
the final polish on this thing. I'll do my
All right.
cab first. So that's what I'll be doing. Back to you,
Sweet.
Karen.
Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome.
Back to
And
you in the
yeah,
studio.
fun gem gazing there. And so Tara actually had a question about the light bar and doing the grading for the rough. And what's really interesting about grading, I think, is that you know what you want, and then there's also what market value is. And these might be the same or they might be different. And so in the case of, say, this gem here, we have some pretty awful nail polish, but the amethyst itself is a nice color. It's got like a fairly purple, like mid-tone body color. We've got the gemfish, brought to you by Turtle, Montana. And so you can see there's some inclusion in there, and it's also zonal. Like this stone, if I put it back down, we might get a better, like down there, it looks pretty clear. But once I brought it up close and I used the gemfish, all of a sudden it seemed like, oh, wait, that's got some pretty interesting inclusions going on, both fractures and this color zonality. So how I would grade it might be different than how somebody, International Gem Society or something like that might, or association might grade it. What I'm looking for is gem rough that isn't going to fall apart because of the fractures. And then also I am looking for things that have interesting inclusions. I like zonality and that sort of thing. And so in this regard, this is going to be in my pile of ones that I want to do. Here's another one in the pile of going to do this one soon. Really nice grape color in here. If I put it down, you get a better idea of its color. If I turn this off entirely, there's the color. So I'm looking at the stones in without light is what we're going to see when we wear that gem. That's important. And a lot of times you put it against white or silver to know what that's going to look like. If it's too dark, it's not going to be any lighter by the time you get it faceted and into a setting. And that's kind of like a rule with garnets. If it's too light, it's not going to improve just because of, the faceting. You can enhance color or make it just slightly brighter or like not have so much light entering the stone to make it be a quote unquote darker setting. But for the most part, you want to know what you're getting. And so therefore we're looking at it with light going through it. We're looking at the light going through it with a loop or an optivisor to see what those fractures look like. And we're judging, what kind of stone can I cut from that? And that's a lot of criteria. And so like, that's kind of just the overview. There's ways that you could gauge for market value where, I might have a couple of like A stones here. Actually, that's really clear, really great color. And so I could go A, B, C as far as their grades go and parse them out into piles that way. Or I can go, these are the ones that I want to work with because I know that I can cut good stones from these. They're going to be outrageously good colors. There's not that many fractures, or maybe there is an inclusion like a zonality that is going to be interesting. And so these are my A players so far out of this parcel. And this parcel is already freaking awesome. I'm super excited. Yeah. So even though it looked like
there's a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, a bunch of dusty stones in that little baggie, like that, like it looked like it came across the desert or something. I mean, it was not like good. And yet, definite gem quality stuff in there. So hopefully that kind of answered your question, Tara. And if you guys have any questions or additions, please definitely put them in the chat there. And I'm just going to see if anybody has anything to add. Am I holding the light with the ball vise? Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. My ball vise, I freaking love. If I could have like a whole herd of ball vices, I would be so happy. Like vices of any kind, actually. You know,
Yeah, vices
like
are good.
vices hold the world together and make it go around.
Yes.
They're wonderful things. Yeah, and this is also true. I just realized for the first time ever how bad ball vice might sound. Yeah, in some ways we want that, in other ways we don't. Oh wow, what did I just do? Oh, my camera just decided to overheat.
Oh no.
Yeah, let me see if I can't remedy the situation. Because now all we're doing is looking at our smells. Yeah.
I thought Spanx held the world together.
What's that?
I thought Spanx held the world together.
Spanx?
Spanx.
If you're talking about foundational garments,
You're talking about holding the world together. I'm sorry, it was a bad joke. Cheryl was right. I'll mute myself.
This is fantastic randomness. I love it so much. And let's see.
Are you actually on Tara?
I am. We're just zoning out pretty much.
No, we're good. My after you switch me off, let me know, and I'm going to actually disconnect and bring back up StreamYard, because my picture always shows me, so I want to.
Oh, you want to see what else the show is doing? Yeah.
Yeah, or at least it seems to follow along.
Right? You already know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to Mus so you can handle that.
Okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
So I'll be back in the green room in a bit.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for you. And how's your ring going, Ma?
Good.
That's pretty.
I worried because that's thin, but it's holding up.
Sweet.
I mean, it's 100% just I'll try it out and see and wear it and see. But I figured try it with the toughest agate I know about. So.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
Fun.
Absolutely. And Rocky Mountain Bear was talking about how ball vices are pricey vices, and they are. But actually, I've seen an ad for a Beaver one, and they're pretty inexpensive. And so I would love maybe I'll try it. I don't know. But it seemed like a good deal for a vice, and if it's good. Then boy, so many people would have vices that are the ball variety that thought they couldn't afford them. Because if you look online, they get scary expensive fast.
Like how much? Out of curiosity.
Like the one that I've got is like a $500 vice.
Oh dang! Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
That's
just for a vice.
Yeah. I know but when you can get that precise with what you're trying to do, that's invaluable. So yeah.
I've seen ones for sure. I've seen ones for like in the ballpark of just the shallow 100 and something bucks, and that's actually that's doable. That's great entry, and I would imagine. It's such a simple thing that they can't be that bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
like
how
you'd hope.
Yeah.
You'd hope.
Right. So I don't know if anybody else. Go ahead.
Do you know the ballpark on the Beaver ones that you had seen?
I don't, but like if you guys are interesting for a little bit, then I can look it up because now I'm curious again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rocky Mountain Bear, if it seems interesting to say, I'm going to say it. So you keep on and we're not worried about it. Uh, we get to say what we want on my channel. We just say what we want.
What we want.
Okay. And lava, many ball vices together are not a herd. They
They're
are a
cauldron.
cauldron or tower of ball vices. Yeah, I don't know. What would the plural of the ball vices what would that be?
Ball disease.
It's a Latin
I think we just
declension.
nailed it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's a ball
You just
disease.
have to change the emphasis. And
Yeah.
the C's, like, look at that. Turtle's on it.
Yeah.
He speaks Latin too. Harbor Freight has decent deals on vices. Yeah. I you know the ones that you put on a shop, like a bench vice that has like an anvil on it and stuff like that. I have
Yeah.
an addiction. Like if I see one at like an estate sale or the swap meet or something like that, I feel like I need it. Like
You have to have it.
yeah, can you have too many of that vice? I mean,
No.
you can't, right?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe, but you let us know, Karen. You let us know if it ever gets to too many.
Okay.
I'm guessing
I'll
not.
tell you. Yeah, like exactly 19 is like a maximum number. If you get to 20, you have a problem and there's
Right.
an intervention. Yeah.
Yeah. Before that, it's just, you like having things around to help you hold stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
I said I was going to look out for Ryan, and I hope he didn't sit down there too long.
Took no offense.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey,
And welcome back. What are you working on right now?
I am looking at another piece of, I don't know where this kind of mossy, I guess.
You should probably
looks
You should
like.
probably take it off of me. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm changing a bit.
I was wondering if that was my phone or.
Nope. He's like, now I don't see myself at all. This is terrible. I need to come and go again. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just some kind of moss agate that's been sitting up on my trim saw for quite a while. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, that's really pretty. That looks like it could be Maury Mountain stuff.
It's very possible. Is that a brown?
Yeah.
Brown with red?
Red.
Yeah, Maury Mountain comes in all of those colors. Especially as you go up the mountain. So I would say yes. It could be.
And I would say if that's where it's from, it's probably from Kyle.
Right.
Well, I said there were some that we got together when we made a purchase that one time, Ryan. So you definitely have a slab of that sitting around. I don't know if that's what that's from.
Yeah, it's very possible. Like I said, I'm not very I am very disorganized. Whichever way I want to say that sentence.
We're catching your drift on that one. And how are you doing, Ellison? Yeah, those ammonites looking good.
Yeah, I moved on to the next grit.
Ooh, oh wow. That is so fancy. I love the interior. Is that mostly calcified?
So the darker stuff is more of like a limestone, and then everything inside is just gemmy goodness.
Wow.
So some of it like catches and throws the light. Some of it's really crystally, but like this one's great. Like there's a tiny little hole right in the middle. Oops, if I don't throw it at you. See how sparkly and shiny some of those inclusions are going to be?
Wow.
And the tiny little hole in the middle.
Is that amylite in there?
Yes, it looks like it.
Is it, or is it just doing reflection things? I can't tell yet. We'll see better when I get it.
Oh, it could have been that. It could have been that light.
Like a feldspar.
But I thought I saw it too. I thought I saw it too, Karen.
All right, we're having a great
where you're talking about. Just no, to my eye, it just reflect. Like, of course, that orange cup is definitely not helping. Sorry. To my eye, it just does like feldspar reflections.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me turn my machine down. Right. Now I can't get it to do it at all, of course.
Of course.
Right there.
There it is. Beautiful.
And
Yeah,
I
that might
think
have been
it's
just a play of light going
yeah,
on.
I think it's
Yeah.
just there.
Oh yeah.
Bing.
Right.
Creating.
And so I don't think it's
Interesting.
ammonite. I think it's just like a reflection off a crystal or something in there.
Right.
But yeah, so moving right along, we're on the next grit down from 180, whatever that one is, and then on and on and on we go.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
We'll check
Yeah.
in with that again soon. Ha ha. Ho ho. And let's see if Turtle's cooking up anything yet. Nope, whales aren't spinning quite yet. Although Mutt is actually using the rotary tool in the ring. That's kind of interesting to see.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm switching to my Dremel.
Oh, okay. So we've got all the cool kids are using their rotary tools right now.
Go get yours.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and Ryan's there too. Ryan just needed to come in to say uh-huh. I love it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was just clearing my throat. Sorry.
Well, we're glad to be here for it.
Yeah, well, Mr. Non-Rotary Tool. I'm not cool.
Aww.
But you've got one.
Yeah, I
There
got
you
one.
are. See?
Sitting
What
right
about
here.
fingerprint?
I could just sit here and act like this.
Yeah, just act like it. Do it. Just mime it for us, Ryan.
And Rocky Mountain Bear loves the rotaries. Heck yeah. You can't
And he
have too
made a
many rotaries.
beautiful cab.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it's like the precision he gets. I try to use little stuff like that, and it's a wavy mess. It's a wavy pile of not good. So, kudos. It's definitely something I have not close to even getting good at. So, I admire it in other people.
Yeah, it is a cool challenge to take on, trying to do a cab, and then I know a lot of people who started that way doing cabs with the rotary tools. I know I did, and Jahik did. I'm trying to think of like some of the other folks. Like I think a lot of people start trying, and people like Don Opal guy. And is it it's not Carolyn. Who am I thinking of that also does
It's Carolyn. It's
It is
Carolyn without the
Carolyn.
O. Well, it's Carolyn. Carolyn or Carlin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Carlyn.
Yeah.
She does that. She does a great job. She does beautiful stuff with her rotary tool.
People who do fine jobs on cabs.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I want to do carving and stuff, though. I'm definitely there's like I just know it's gonna be so ugly before it's pretty.
Yeah,
So I've
I
been
think
waiting.
that a great way to kind of break into doing some carving is just having some relaxed freeform projects so that you can learn your tips. Just go with like an abstract shape and just use every tip in your, like if you
just
buy
to kind
one
of
of
see what it
those.
does.
Exactly. And just kind of burrow around and like the stone will tell you what it wants you to try. And you can kind of like just don't have it be too precious, like have it be something that you don't feel bad chucking into the bushes. And then you'll surprise yourself. Like that's when the good things happen, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's like it's definitely on my list because I've got ideas that I want to try and no other way of them happening. Like that's the only way I'll be able to do it. It's just one of those things. I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Yeah. Chubby Hubby has a vice for vices. I think that that's exactly what I was trying to say.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And Chris is saying, much love, Rock and Lapidary family. We are going to play Yahtzee with the in-laws that in town only one more day. Yeah, we wish you could hop in with us too. Rufo was definitely
We do.
invited. And then we understand when you've got the precious few moments with family, you definitely want to use them all together, playing fun games and eating good food and much libation and merriment, of course. And that's looking pretty cool, Ma.
Thank you. Only one more dispensarium to go.
All right.
Not bad. Not bad for something that was just laying around on my table earlier.
Nice.
It'll be fun doing fun little versions of these. But I need to change my disc, so you might want to go see what someone else is doing. You keep coming to me right when I'm changing my disc.
We've got Allison over here, and she's showing us like absolute gorgeousness. That is so cool. Wow.
That's
Wild.
neat.
Yeah, I think that if I just saw that part of it, I wouldn't maybe know right away what it was, you know? It's not the quintessential like expected ammonite. That's so different looking. I love it.
It's so smooshed, isn't it?
Yeah. I love that though about it.
You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a
Nope.
box of
Oh,
chocolates.
Gotta open them up.
Gotta cut them open and see what's in there.
Yeah. Hey, Amber is here. Good to see you. And Amber was definitely saying gorgeous ring to that. And Phil is asking how fragile are rings like Ma is making. I can weigh in that I used to have an artist that made those kinds of rings at the Ozone. I'm gonna totally have hat head from this thing. And we had an artist that used to make all of these gorgeous agate rings, actually out of local agates. And she gave me one and my son one, and so I wore it quite often. The one that my son got actually broke, and I think one of the things about agates is that because part of what makes it an agate and say not chalcedony is those fortification lines, and sometimes that
Yep.
can actually be a weak point. And so
Yep.
I think he dropped his on like one of our floors. We have like in the bathrooms, we have tile instead of the hardwood. And I think it just hit it just right and it broke. Now on the other side of the coin, you've got Montana agate, which
Mhm.
like is so darn tenacious that I wonder if you'd be hard pressed to try to get one
To
to
break it.
break.
If
Yeah. And
anyone can
so
break it, it would be me. So I'll let you know.
that
It
is
will get
an
dropped.
answer. So I think that, I have seen a lot of agate rings, if you go to the gem shows or if you go to like the stores and stuff like that, there are agate rings out there and lots of jade rings and different rings made out of stone materials. They sell them. So they must not
Mhm.
be terrible or else people would never buy them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I
I
think
figured it was the
you
best
can
kind of
go ahead.
agate to try it with. I just figured if there's an agate to try it with, it's definitely Montana agate. So, becoming I have such thin pieces of stuff that I use all the time, like when I'm doing my Intarsia pieces, they're so incredibly tough that I was like, I'm gonna at least try it. Just the harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it with say like a crazy lace because those things will just pop along a fortification line. Like you said, it's like there will be layers in there that are barely solidified and they'll just snap. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think it might even be hard to know before you started a project like that if you had something that was going to be tricky or not. But yeah, that one doesn't look like we're going to have any problems there. And Jeff, hello. So I just cut some
Hey
things
Jeff.
to potentially use for the cab competition, but I don't have time really right now. So I will try to get in the next one. Okay. Well, we'll miss that. And also I did get a
Yeah.
PM that like Jeff was invited to join us too and wasn't able to, has a bunch going on, which I totally understand. We are in the middle of a holiday weekend, and so I know a lot of people have stuff going on. Have
Yep.
you got something to show us there, Allison? Oh, it's still this guy. Yes. Oh, very cool. Beautiful. And Bear is saying, I started carving on wood and metal with the Fordham many years ago. I think it kind of helped in migrating over to rocks, which are a lot harder to carve and take so much longer. I agree
Yeah.
with you so much there. But at the same time, I think that because they go slower than wood, in that
Hmm.
way, they're forgiving to me. Like when
So
I'm
much
trying to get
more.
yeah. When I'm trying to do something very accurate, that because the process doesn't go quick, you can really kind of sneak up on an exactitude.
Yep.
So I like that.
I was thinking that exact thing earlier today when I was trying to round off this little part of the band here. And I was thinking back to when I was trying to learn metalsmithing and how awful of a job I was doing because I just kept going too deep. And then you've ruined it, you know? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna accidentally do anything with agate. You have to, you're sneaking up on it, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. And we've got Lava saying, found a tick today. Ah, no,
Ooh.
bad show. I know this is like the time of year that we're all getting out and able to go and explore and do some of the rock hounding that we've been stoved up, not able to do for all these winter months and early spring months. And then at the same time you turn around and all of a sudden you realize like everything else is coming out right now too. So make sure not to forget the tick checks and all that. I heard that we're already on to a pretty bumper crop year this year. So yeah, tuck those pants in and all the stuff that you know you need to do to make sure that they're not getting to you for sure. Um, and let's see.
Can someone tell Jeff I think that the contest goes till midnight tomorrow? I think. Am I right?
I think you're right.
Yeah, he's
Saying
got another day if he's got the day off.
yeah. I'm pretty sure you have all day tomorrow if you want to try. And we would love to see your if you do something for
Yes,
the
please.
competition but it doesn't make it in time, we want to see it
Oh,
anyway.
right?
Hopefully you can finish it on time. But yeah, I'll double check, but i
It's
would i
it's
would just
tomorrow.
about yeah. Okay,
Yep.
great. Thank you. So Jeff, you have a whole nother day.
And if
Do it.
and if I am mistaken, I'm going to make Jahik let you enter it until tomorrow at midnight
Well, yeah, he was
because he's
talking to
not
me
even
about
here in town. So
I was going to say he was talking to me about the contest and worried about closing it on time because he might be out of town still. And I was like, or we could just let it go longer.
just let it
Which
go.
is let it slide is usually my go-to, like I'm not gonna worry about it, just let it go longer. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that he was going to be back in time to close it for tomorrow. But yeah, you
Yeah.
have that whole nother time.
And Jeff put Vicky on something, and she has until tomorrow night to get it entered.
There you go. You've got a challenge. Have to leave in the morning. Okay. So, well, I hope that
Okay,
affords you some
fine.
time. No day off for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Well, we still want to see. So if you have a chance to try a
Exactly.
fossil, then we would love for you to share it with us for sure.
Okay.
And what have you got going on there, Ryan?
I'm still working on the this one here. I think I'm on the 600 wheel now, and
Yes.
restarting my StreamYard didn't fix my issues. So
Oh,
'cause I was seeing
should
myself until you switched to me, and then now I'm seeing you. So it's really messed up.
I am so sorry.
Oh, that's I'm gonna have to maybe restart my phone when we're all done here. So
Yeah, that's
uh,
really odd that
yeah,
it's flipping for you.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
because
weird.
it's changing screens when you do. It's just because I can see the correct one on my PC that I'm using to read the chat. But
So I was
Interesting.
trying to highlight a comment, but for some reason it decided to. I think things are wonky today because it made the screen change. I'm just going to blame the interwebs for that.
Always a good
And so,
idea.
yeah, Jeff is saying if we're still going when he gets done eating, he'll jump in. And so, Jeff, did I can't remember if I just send you the verbal invite or if I actually sent you a link, but I'll go ahead and send you one just in case. What we're going to do though is we will take a break. Oh, does anybody know if Brian and Julie were going live tonight?
I got a notification at
Okay.
5:30 that in a half hour they'd be going on.
Okay, yeah, because I hadn't seen anything yet, and so we will
Oh my
we'll
God.
bitch right before they start, and then I don't know, like depending on how many of us are still working and are around, then maybe we pick it back up afterwards. Oh yeah, now I see it. So yeah, they start at 6 o'clock, which is in like about 25 minutes. And so yeah, we'll just keep on going until then. And then we'll just chat in the chat over at their chat to see if we're coming back on. How does that sound?
Perfect.
I mean, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be doing this. I can charge my phone during the break and be back grading stones and answering any of those kinds of questions.
Yeah, I'm down.
If people want to do that.
I have to go. I have to go get water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just read that. Whoa. See, and I didn't even change it that time. Wow. Like my brain power must be too strong or whatever. But I wanted to show you if I can. Let's see if with this getting closer to there. This one is so clear. It's almost the whole stone. So I might get like, figure this out. I might get that whole stone out of there. So if you had a big old rock like this, if you had a big old amethyst, what would you cut? If you could cut a teardrop or a marquee or a square or an oval, I'm going to facet it for sure. But if you had all of that stone to work with, which out of this parcel, That's probably one of the bigger ones. I think that that one's a bit bigger by a bit. That's pretty chunky too. I'm going to get a lot out of that stone as well. What's your favorite when somebody is faceting? I think you guys know that we love to do our triangle cuts. So I love the trillions. That's going to be a real temptation with that stone. But I'm also, right now, I'm getting ready to finish a fire opal in a new cut that is a square. This is it right here. And so all I have to do is cut the crown on this guy. And that one's going to be so exciting. I was going to finish this today, but we're hanging out doing this right now. And so I'll maybe do this tonight. But squares are fun.
I can't say that I know all the shapes names, so I'm going to be no help to you.
And it looks like Julie and Brian are here. Cheers to you guys, and looking forward to your live here in a little bit. And we're all just getting our work done, trying to be busy before your live starts. Looking forward to that. And then those of you who are watching and listening, if you haven't gone and checked out their most recent video, is part 1 of, I think she said 3 or 4, of them mining over at the Spencer opal mine in Idaho. You probably have checked out several of the live streams that they had from there. What's really exciting about the video that they just released the last couple of days is that it's got a lot of this videography of the landscape. You get some aerial views, you get some really interesting visuals from being right there at the mine that you didn't get before from the lives, and then also way more close-ups of the opal material. And so definitely go check those out, or that particular video out, and keep an eye out for the other ones that I'm sure will drop soon. But that was really a treat, a fantastic visual. And Ma is back, and so let's have a look at that ring. And you're on the pink Nova Point.
Yep. I'm on 3,000. So
Yeah, that's looking great.
Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, we'd all love to know, like, where in the world is the Brian and Julie? They are spanning the globe. And here's another one that is a big honker. This one kind of does scream trillion to me.
It really does.
Yeah.
Can you show me the square one you were talking about? Because I was inside getting water, but I could hear you, and I was really sad that I couldn't see it.
The opal?
No, or I guess whatever you're making is square.
Yeah, it's an Oregon opal.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and this particular cut is another Aria octagon, and so it's good. The cuts that you guys are used to seeing a lot, like if you go to Gem Show and you're buying faceted stones, or the ones that you see on Kyle's and that sort of thing, like there are some standard cuts that they're popular for a reason. They do a great job of refracting the light. They do an incredible job like bringing out body color, kind of like what I was touching upon before. You can choose different cuts that will make it a brighter stone or try to enhance the color of the stone. You know, you can't make it something different than it is, but you can definitely choose things that will help it. And so that's like your standard round brilliant, you know, the emerald cut, like these cuts that you see over and over and over again in like the marketed gemstones. That's awesome. But like as a gem cutter, what you have the opportunity to do is something totally different, totally artistic, something that people don't get to see very often. And so that's definitely what I magnetize to when choosing cuts for the gems that I'm cutting. And specific designers have the tendency to ring your bell, kind of like how you have a favorite artist that you love or a favorite designer of clothes or whatever. And so, yeah, Arya, like, I don't know that Arya Akivan has even made a design that I don't like. They're all fabulous. So to give you
Everyone
an
I've seen
idea,
look good.
yeah, the trillion that I'm always using. This is a designer, Andrew Brown, and you'd think that Aria did that one because it's so darn good. And then the gosh, I don't have maybe the tweezers. There we go. This is the sunstone that I just finished that had the schiller that you guys got to see under the microscope on Friday. Trying to pick it up with tweezers and not like shoot it across the room right now. But this is an Aria cut. And it's the one that has the triangle as the table. What's that?
Ooh,
Yeah.
love it.
And that one, I like that as a round because it's got a triangle for the table or the flat part of the stone instead of it being a circle, which most of the round cuts, like a standard round brilliant, has a round table, or a port round has a round table, and they're beautiful. But the fact that it's got a triangle as the table instead of it being a circle, just it's so attractive to me that, and it's so different that I can't help myself. I have to make those. And use them in my jewelry. Like for other cutters, they're cutting things that, you know, they want to try that cut, or they have somebody ordering that thing. And looks like, oh, Turtle had dropped off. Goodness gracious. And so, you know, they might be cutting to order or cutting on their whim. But if you're a jewelry designer, you're cutting because you intend to set the stone. And so there's a whole nother layer of consideration being is that you're trying to cut things that you want to set into jewelry that will go with some of your other stones and that sort of thing. So, hey, Turtle.
Hello.
It looked like we lost you. How's it going
I'm
over
here.
there?
I'm
Okay,
good.
excellent.
I just put some 8,000 grit polish on. Now I'm switching up to the 60,000, the Raybright A, and
Okay.
then we'll go on to 100. So I just bought these
Right.
little food dishes at the dollar store, and I use them for holding my polish in. Because I mix it with a little bit of water, make a paste, and then this way it lets me close the lid and it keeps the moisture in pretty good.
That's a great hack. Did you see that, everybody? Do that. And then we have from Rocky Mountain Bears asking, can you do fantasy cuts with my machine? Can you get some sort of attachment for fantasy cuts? That is a two-part answer. And I will tell you that one, I cannot do fantasy cuts with the machine as it is right now. But part two of that question is that the absolute superstar person that decided to take over the faceting company, Wyatt, has made a faceting fantasy cut machine for the
Ooh.
facetron that you use your facetron motor for. And so if you've got one part of the solution, then you can get the second piece, and that one will help you do the fantasy cuts with your machine.
Wow.
So does Karen want
Is
that?
that on your Christmas list?
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
it would the cost of that is kind of Christmas lists for a few years, if not decades. Yeah.
Right.
But but you never know. You never know when you're gonna, come into like a beautiful little egg of money. So I have faith that I will have that faceting the fantasy cutter at some time soon, because
I hope so.
I need it.
You sure do.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I need you to have it.
It's
We
called
do
a
need that.
business expense. You can
It is
write
a
it
business
off.
expense. I
Exactly.
most certainly would. It's also like I can't write it off if I don't have the money. But
You don't
I
have to pass the
will.
millage.
I will. That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm just loving those ammonites. That just never gets old. Those are fantastic. And it looks like the chivalrous knight is here saying hello and dropping in to see what's up. And I would like to add Karen's garnet facet was superb. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That reminds me that I've got some garnets that I need to grade too. I'll get them out here on the light bar. None of y'all can see the light bar. It's sad. I will refresh my phone during the break, and hopefully we'll get back on with some liveliness. So Ryan, do you think you'd be able to come back? Turtle, would you be able to come back? Allison, what do you think? And Ma, I think you said you would, right?
Sure. I can come back.
Yay!
I would
Okay.
say depending on how late they go, but I can find something to do.
Okay,
If
perfect.
I just bother you.
Yeah, we'll hang out then. And Rock is saying cheers, and Alinea, to all y'all. Good to see you, Rick the Rock. And yeah, Julie is saying that is beautiful. The ammonite. Heck yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, the chivalrous knight. You're making good on your name.
So is Brian and Julie
I finished
home,
my ring.
or are they still on the road? You don't have to answer that if you don't want that public knowledge.
Yeah, I think Cheryl asked earlier, and I might have missed the comment. And here we go.
Okay.
Woo! That's awesome, Allison. Makes me want to cut the ammonite you sent me in the first box you ever sent me. I think. Go ahead, Allison.
Do it, Bear. Do it. if you ruin it or something, man, I'll send you another one.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
That's usually the rule is like, wait until you have the better thing and then cut the thing. And so if she says that there's more, then do it. Because that's usually just yeah. And a lot of times it doesn't even take that to cut something, as Ma will definitely attest to as well.
What?
Again, lapidary math. You've got one now, Bear. You could have two.
Right.
Exactly.
I was saying, Ma, that a lot of times it doesn't even take a satisfactory answer to that rule of having something to be a fallback plan. If you cut the one thing, you kind of just cut the one thing.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
yeah,
depends.
yeah. That's the way I feel about it. If it goes really bad, then I know not to get a second one.
See, there you go.
Because it couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. It's got to be this. It's got to be the material.
That is the cut is half full or half empty situation, I guess. And Julie says that they are still on the road. Right on.
Yeah, I was just going to, since they popped on late, I was just going to tell them if if they were home, that after they were done, they could pop on if they had some work they were doing.
Heck
Since they're still on
yeah.
the road.
Well, shoot. I mean, if like technically they could still pop on and just
Oh, they could still pop on and chat.
be,
Yeah,
be ambling down the road.
exactly.
We're easy. Whatever work it is that you're doing, you can go ahead and hop on. And Amber loves that lapidary math. I should say so. It's the only math I'm good at.
What's Brian and Julie making? Well, Turtle, we're making conversation.
There you go. Perfect.
Well, this was perfect timing because I'm done.
All right. Well, let's have a look at that. Closer, closer.
Focus.
I
Why won't
jinxed
you
you.
focus?
It's because you're too close. Go out. Pan out, pan out.
Well, there she is. Even if it's not, I don't know, it doesn't look focused to me. It might be that I need to put some stronger glasses on.
No, it's just a touch on the fuzzy side, but I think it's because of like buffering pixelation-y like timing more than it is
Right.
your
Don't
situation.
move.
I love that flare that is coming out of the inside of the ring. That's so cool.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Shape kind of reminds me of one of those that I got out of the those little toy boxes. Looks kind of cool.
Oh, thanks for that.
Not saying yours is a toy, but it just kind of reminded me of it. Just
Gotcha.
like the Super Twins. If you're young enough to remember that cartoon.
I don't
Which
know if
cartoon?
I remember Super Twins.
Was it the Wonder Twins? The ones that
Wonder
they had
Twins
the
power
rings
activate. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to like touch.
No, I don't remember that.
Rings.
Yes. Yes, it is a Wonder Twin power. Like, so you have to make another one, Ma.
Okay. I'll make a different shape. I'm not into the box pop, but I just to try the first thing, I wanted to make sure that this would hold up, and it seems to be pretty good. So it don't feel fragile at all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheers, Opal Guy. How's it going? We were talking about you earlier. I hope that your ears were not burning too hard. We were talking about your mad skills with the making the opal cabs. And let's see. Dad's Rocks Phil wanted to know what Turtle is working on. So let's go over there really quick, Ma. Gorgeous job. Thank you for
Yep,
sharing
I'm
with us.
done.
We're gonna
I'm just spinning it like an idiot.
No, keep doing that because we'll do that when we sign off here
Ooh.
in a couple of seconds. So here's Turtle. Turtle, what you got going on?
So I am putting some final polishes on a heart that is made out of Cold Mountain Thunder Egg. This is the 60,000 grit Ray Bright A that I bought from Canada North. And I will be putting on next a 0.25 micron number 61 rapid polish. And that will finish the polish job at 100,000.
Nice.
And 3 different levels of actual aluminum oxide based polish that I have applied with dribble.
Awesome.
So I'm almost done with this side, and I can wipe it off and show everybody the shininess.
Fabulous. Oh, Allison, you totally beat me. Is that the Opal Guy?
Yeah, that's his premiere that just aired.
Perfect. Okay, I was just fetching that. Thank you so much. There you go, Dawn. We'll go and hit that right after we're done here, and while we're watching Brian and Julie, I'll make sure to see some. Wow, opals like on 2 screens. That's kind of, that would be pretty intense, actually. And hope those strawberries are
Double
good.
vision. All right, sorry.
Opal vision. Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
Goodness
beautiful.
gracious.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Couple more steps and she'll be ready to go.
Very
And then the
nice.
back, like I said, has what I think is maybe fire agate in it. But that's what I'm working on. Oh, and I'm also finishing up my submission for the cab contest right here.
It's so pretty.
And this is partially agatized, highly silicified Favicites coral, aka honeycomb, with some druzy butthole.
That's going to be amazing.
Thank you. And I got one more day to finish it, so thank you for whoever brought that up. I was panicking here for a minute.
Get on it, turtle.
And when we come back, I will finish this heart and finish that cab and work on one of the 2 hearts that I need to finish. These are this perfect example of a Vericite, Marcasite heart. That I want to finish. And this is a piece of Burrow Creek Sunset agate that I'm making for on commission for Jeff from the Family Stones, which is really cool.
Nice.
Says it looks like it's mountains with fire. So like the fires on the mountains or the forest fire on the mountains there. It's
really
exactly
does.
it does. The dendrites look like trees and everything. Yeah, it looks really cool. And I have more
Yeah, like
slabs
a
of
lightning
this.
strike.
Yeah. And I have more slabs of that too that I could make some more if people like that cut. But I'll be working on one of those too. Or something freeform. I found a pretty cool piece of coral on my driveway a couple days ago. It's silicified orange. You don't see a lot of the orange like that.
Nice.
And red, orange, and red. So I was just going to do it just an outside quick contour polish on that to get some shine on it. It's pretty sweet. I think it's even agatized right down in there. So that's
Oh,
about
looks
it for
like
me.
Karen lost her audio.
Again,
Hey,
yeah.
Brian.
Brian and Julie start in 1 minute, so I'm going to jump over there.
Indeed. That's beautiful, Ryan.
What you got there? Let me see. What is that? Is that moss?
Yeah, we believe that it's Mooring Mountain, but we're not 100% sure.
That's sweet.
I don't know if Ryan is muted or.
I apologize.
Oh,
Yeah,
there he is.
my microphone was pointed up in the air, so it was muting me automatically.
That's pretty sweet,
We're
man.
having some audio
Good
issues.
job on that.
Yeah, user error on that one.
Sweet.
But, okay, we'll see you
Little
guys
Iggy.
over at Brian and Julie's, and maybe
Yep.
see you back here sometime later. I'm going to try to retransfer my facet thing. At least
Gem.
since it fell out, you can see the 8 sides on the pavilion. Now,
Oh, nice.
yeah, when I set it down, it completely separated. So
It
I'll have
plopped
to
off.
start.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
but
no. Maybe you can
luckily,
fit it back in there.
but luckily,
Give
I
it
still
speed.
have the part of the jig in there that we'll line up this flat, and
Right.
then I'll be able to get everything still in there. So,
All right.
and
Well,
it,
it looks like Karen has put up the announcement that we're going to finish for now and go over to
yep.
AZRE.
Okay.
So thank you,
right, see you guys.
Talk to you
everybody.
later.
You're all so awesome.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Bye.
You are
Karen,
too.
about your audio issues.
See you guys again soon. I'm
And we'll
People,
see
can
you
you
flipping.
hear
there.
me? I can't hear
Yeah,
you, but
I
we
can hear
love
you,
you.
We
Karen.
hear
Thank
you.
you for
We hear you.
coming. We're going to go over to AZRE's live stream, and then we will be back after that is over. And hopefully, I'll have all the technology back in order. Catch you. See ya. Thank you for coming. Thank you,
Bye.
Allison
Bye.
and
Thank you
Ma
for having us.
and Ryan and Turtle for hanging out on the live stream. If you can hear me. Cheers.
Bye,
See you
guys.
guys.
Steinkerns. See ya.
Cheers.